Welcome to the next lecture that is on Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So here, first of all, before the Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we discuss about the power of matrices. So what is the power of matrices? Means suppose you need to find the power of any power of the matrices. So here suppose we have the n cross n matrix and we need to find the a raised to the power m. So generally how to find it? You find it by multiply m times of the matrix A, right? So this is a very typical task, and for this first you need to calculate a raised to the power 2, that is the multiplication of matrix A, and then you calculate a raised to the power 3, that is the multiplication of 3 times of the matrix A, and for a raised to the power 4 you need to multiply 4 times of A, like that. You need to find the area, you want to find the a raised to the power m, but it is a very big task to find the power of matrix, and you can't find it. Suppose you need to find the a raised to the power 50 or 100, so how can you calculate it? So now for this we can, by the Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we find the power of any matrices easily. So what is the Cayley-Hamilton theorem? Generally the statement of Cayley-Hamilton theorem is that a matrix A satisfies its own characteristic equation. So that is the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So what is this? What is the Cayley-Hamilton characteristic equation? And characteristic equation we calculate by determinant of A minus lambda I is equal to 0. Lambda is are the eigenvalues. So if suppose your characteristic equation is like that, right, for the n matrix, and so by the what is the Cayley-Hamilton theorem? Here we replace our this lambda by matrix A. So this is are the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Means a matrix A satisfies its characteristic equation. So this is the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Suppose you need to find means you want to verify the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So how to verify the Cayley-Hamilton theorem? You have the matrix A. So first you find the characteristic equation of the given matrix and then put the A matrix in place of your lambda. So if you solve this left expression and you will get the right expression means 0, so it means that the Cayley-Hamilton theorem is verified. Now come to the power of the matrices. So first we take suppose matrix of order 2. First we see that if our matrix of order 2, so how can we calculate the power of any matrix, means any power of the matrices for the 2 by 2 matrix. So first of all, our first thing is that we need to find the characteristic equation. So first we find the characteristic equation of this matrix and solve it. So we will get the characteristic equation is here lambda square minus lambda minus 2 is equal to 0. So now by the Cayley-Hamilton theorem is that the characteristic equation matrix A satisfies its characteristic equation. So that is A square minus A minus 2I. Here we use the identity matrix because we get only we have here the scalar quantity. Now from here we can get A square, that is A plus 2I, and for A3, for A raised to the power 3 we can use here multiply A both sides, so it become A square plus 2A. Now we know that A square in terms of A plus 2I, so we put here I A plus 2I and 2A, so it become 2I plus 3A. Similarly, if we found A raised to the power 4, so it become A3 plus 2A square, and we know that A raised to the power 3 is 2I plus 3A and A square is A plus 2I, so we put here. So like that, in terms of any power of A, we can find in terms of I and A, right? So easily we can find the powers of here. So generally if we take A raised to the power m, so that is in the form of C0I plus C1A if we have the 2 by 2 matrix. So how can we find the values of C0, C1 here? So we put in place of lambda of A, so we have lambda raised to the power m is equal to C0 plus C1 lambda. Now for the lambda, means these are the represent the eigenvalues, so we find the eigenvalues of our the given matrix 2 by 2 matrix. So we have the two eigenvalues, so you solve that and you find the eigenvalues are -1 and 2. So now we put here lambda is equal to -1, so we get the first equation, and we put lambda is equal to 2, so we get the second equation. Now we have the two equations and two unknowns, so we can easily solve these equations, and we solve these equations and find the values of C0 and C1. Now our motive is that we need to find the a raised to the power m. So just put here your values of C0 and C1 and find a raised to the power m. So that will be our a raised to the power m is this. So with this expression you can find any power of the matrices, means m you put, suppose m is equal to 10, 20, 50, it's depend on you. So just you put the value of m here and you get the matrix a raised to the power m, right? Okay, so now if like that, suppose we have the matrix of order n, then what is the general form of a raised to the power m? That is C0I identity matrix plus C1a plus C2a2 plus Cn minus 1 an minus 1. So we have to take a raised to the power m up to n minus 1 if we have the n cross n matrix, right? So let's take the three order matrix and here we compute a raised to the power m. So first of all, our first thing is that we need to calculate the characteristic equation. So because this is a 3 by 3 matrix, so it will give the characteristic equation is cubic equation. So when you solve it, you will get lambda cube minus 2 lambda square minus lambda plus 2 is equal to 0. And when we solve this cubic equation, so we get the lambda, three values of lambda, that is -1, 1 and 2. Now by the means in we put our a raised to the power m expression, and what will be a raised to the power m expression? C0I plus C1a plus C2a2. Why? Because we have the 3 by 3 matrix. So our expression of a raised to the power m be up to C2a2. So now to solve this expression, we need to find the values of C0, C1, C2. So we just put here first lambda raised to the power m, C0 plus C1 lambda plus C2 lambda square, and we have the three eigenvalues here. So just one by one we put the three eigenvalues and will get the three equations in terms of C0, C1 and C2. So now first we put lambda is equal to -1, so we get first equation. When we put lambda is equal to 1, so we get second equation. When we put lambda is equal to 2, so we get the third equation. So now we have the three equations and three unknowns C0, C1, C2. So we solve these three equations and find the values of C0, C1 and C2. So when we solve these equation, we get the values of C0, C1, C2 is like that. Now put these values in our expression a raised to the power m. When we put these values of C0, C1, C2 in our expression a raised to the power m, so we get this type of matrix, and you solve it, okay, yourself. This is your task, that you solve it and find your matrix. This you will get this type of matrices. So now you have the 3 by 3 matrix. If you have the A matrix is 3 by 3, so you have this type of a raised to the power m matrix. So you can put any value of m here and directly put m is equal to here, and you can get the matrix. So for example, suppose we put here m is equal to 10, then just you put here m is equal to 10 and calculate the numerical value. So you will get the a raised to the power 10 matrix is this, right? So easily you can find any type of power of the matrices, right? Clear? Second thing is, we have this type of questions that verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem and given any matrix A, right? So first of all, we see that how to verify the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So we take here our 2 by 2 matrix. So our first task is that we need to calculate the characteristic equation, and when we use the solve the characteristic equation, so we get the our characteristic equation is lambda square minus lambda minus 2 is equal to 0. And what is the Cayley-Hamilton theorem? That with Cayley-Hamilton theorem, matrix A satisfies its characteristic equation. So this will be a square minus a minus 2y is equal to 0. And here we take O because this represents our the 0 matrix, right? Because all we have the matrices, so in the form of matrix 0 we can represent it the 0 matrix. Okay. So now to verify the Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we just calculate our left hand side, and if we get the 0, So it means that our Cayley-Hamilton theorem is verified. So for this, first we need to calculate a square, and our a square is a multiply a. So we do the matrix multiplication here. After that, because we know that a and the identity matrix, so just we put in the left side our values, a square minus a minus 2i. So a square is this and a matrix is given, and this is your identity matrix. When you subtract and addition of these matrices, so you will get the matrix is 0. So that is our 0 matrix, and we can see that we can verify here our Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So if we get the 0, so it means that Cayley-Hamilton theorem is verified. Clear? Now next point is find the A inverse. So how to find the A inverse? If by the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So we can find the A inverse here with the help of these, not our the earlier method. So remember this thing, if you have this type of question, so you have to ask that find the A inverse, so always you have to find the A inverse by this expression, not your usual method. So now let's do it, how to find the inverse. So we have this expression a square minus a minus 2i is equal to 0. So from here first we calculate identity matrix is r 1 upon 2 a square minus a 1 upon 2 a. So now we need to calculate a inverse. So we multiply a inverse both sides. So it become a inverse is equal to 1 upon 2. And when we multiply a inverse by a square, so it become a, and a inverse a is become our identity, right? So when we solve this expression, so we get our the A inverse. So just we do it 1 upon 2 A matrix we have, identity matrix we have. When we subtract this matrix to this matrix, so we will get this matrix, and this is our the inverse of our the given matrix E. Easy? So easily we can solve the A inverse by the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So you have to do is like that, by the Cayley-Hamilton theorem, right? So similarly you can find the inverse, or you can verify the Cayley-Hamilton theorem by for the 3 by 3 matrix. So you have to do it. Okay, so now thank you, today's lecture is completed now.